My dear residents of East Coast, I came to East Coast 4 years ago. I didn't know anything about East Coast. I was placed to look after Siglap Division. For the last 4 years, all of 4 of us have done nothing but listen to you. Listened, listened, and listened. And we don't only listen, and we act upon it. I just want to share with you 2 aspects that's dear to my heart. I want to talk to you about how much we've cared for our low-income families. Because the low-income families are as much Singaporeans as any of us. And I want to talk about the elderly. Because it's without the elderly, we will not be here today. Let me start off with low-income families. This has been dear to my heart. Because as a social worker, everywhere I go, the plight of the low income just draws me. It just comes so naturally today that I cannot see a low income family not being supported. I've seen many of them. I want to help them because I was one of them. In fact, many of us were there before, but for some of them, it took a little bit more time. They're still there, but that doesn't mean they will stay there forever. It means with our help, with our care, we can get them to the best position they can be. First, we want to make sure that every Singaporean who has the potential will become a homeowner. Home ownership is critical. It is a critical enabler that will build resilient families who have the security of a home and an asset to provide for a better future for their children. We consciously facilitated home ownership even for our low-income families, with 80% of them able to own their own homes. Since 2012, more than 1,800 families earning below $1,000 have booked their BTO flat, a 2-room BTO flat or larger. It shows that in Singapore, we try our very best to make sure that even the lowest income families in Singapore have the ability to own their own home. In fact, those who cannot afford at the moment, we offer them rental flats. Today, we have 50,000 rental flats run by HDB. We are going to build more, another 10,000 more by 2017, to house some of them. We want to make sure that these are temporary housing, so that those who can continue to afford to own their flats, we will help them. We will do our best to make sure that every family who is able to own their flat will be supported. However, some of these families who are in rental flats require some hand-holding, some guidance. I've met many of them. We must offer them this opportunity and walk this journey with them. We must show them that not only the government cares, but the community cares. All of us, do we care for them? Do we want them to succeed? Work with us to make sure that they succeed. I'm working hard in my ministry to develop the new Fresh Start Housing Scheme to provide another opportunity for those who have had flats before. They bought their flats, they sold their flats for whatever reasons. We don't ask them too much questions by now. They end up in rental flats, but they've got young children. We want to give them another chance. We want to give them another chance to build a life, a bright future for their children. And through this new Fresh Start housing scheme, we will do that. How are we going to do that? We have had the experience in East Coast. Some of you may not know. We have a project called Project P4650. But the spirit of 4650 is the spirit of East Coast. And what is that spirit? the spirit that we care. Who are these families in blocks 46 and 50? These are families who otherwise had no place to live. They had sold their flats for whatever reasons. It could be divorce, it could be financial hardship, it could be indebtedness, and many of them have got many social issues. There was alcoholism in the family, there was substance abuse, there was domestic violence, there was teen pregnancy, many. And that's one of the reasons, those are the many reasons why they lost their flat, because they couldn't hold on to jobs. They came to us because we provided a safe haven for them. We don't want them to be on the streets. We don't want them in the beaches. We don't want them on the void decks. We give them a safe place for the moment to stay at block 46 and 50. But we didn't leave them there. We spent hours, we spent nights, we spent days understanding their problems, understanding their issues. We worked very hard. They got many young children. We got community volunteers. Volunteers, young people, retirees from the neighborhood coming every night to help their children with their homework. What does that show? It shows East Coast cares, isn't it? These are all volunteers from the community. We have volunteers who befriend these families, who visit them on a nightly basis, find out how they are doing. We have professional social workers with the support from the Ministry of Social and Family Affairs, Family Development. We have other VWOs coming. Hand in hand, we help these families. For over 3 years now, we have over 1,000 families. 1,000 families who have walked through the doors of 4650, and more than 70% have successfully moved out. With our help, with our desire to want to make life better for them. And of those, more than 30% of them are able to buy their own BTO flats. They are now housed in their own homes. How are they able to do that? Because we care. Because East Coast cares. And that's what we are. We are a community who cares for one another. We are a community who will not leave anyone behind. We are a community who will make sure that we'll walk together with every one of us, even if they are left behind.